Take one.
Hi friends, I'm Chris.
And I'm Ray.
And we're Corndog Caravan. And we wanted to go ahead and put out a video today because we are in the throes of
Memorial Day?
Well, Memorial Day for sure. And transitioning into van life. Big time.
Almost transitioning.
Big time.
Yeah.
So we post a lot of things on Instagram and Facebook, and we haven't put a lot of content out here on YouTube. So we thought we would let you guys know kind of where we're at in the process. So today, well, let's back up. So today, this is Memorial Day weekend, and April 1st, what did you do?
Started seriously thinking about finally throwing in the towel at work and taking early retirement, or I guess because of my age, it's just quitting early, I guess
you
you'd
gave
say.
your notice.
I gave my notice, yeah. And then April 12th was my last day of work.
Yeah. So he's no longer employed, and I'm still employed. And so what I wanted to talk to you guys today about is because we get tons of questions all the time, and we welcome them. We totally welcome the questions. But there are questions that we get, like I guess your FAQs, are frequently asked questions. So I want to talk to you about some of the frequently asked questions that we get, and then also talk about our plan, because that's another thing people want to know. They want to know, you know, what are you doing? How's the van coming along? And as you can see, the van is still empty. And you've been not working for almost 6 weeks now. And there's a reason for that. And we knew that that was going to, this is how it was going to be. We are working our plan, and so we want to talk to you about that. So first of all, one of the biggest questions that we get all the time is...
Well, the first one is the van done?
Oh yeah, how's the van going?
How's the van done?
And so at that point, the van is empty. So you want to talk about the plan?
Yeah, so okay. I guess going back a couple of years, or...
No, why don't we just
more
talk
recent
about,
time?
yeah, let's just talk about kind of what's going on now. So he's not working.
Yep, so put a lot of thought into that. Obviously, it's a big challenge. We've got a could not obtain live image.
I know, but it's still recording.
Okay. We're also trying out some new technology today, so hopefully it's working. If not, we're going to re-record this whole thing again. We'll have more practice at it, though. Now that we know it's not really live,
YouTubers.
We might be more natural. Live, yeah. And we might be more natural now too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we put a lot of thought into it. Obviously, going back a couple of years, even just really started saving better, living probably smarter, and probably looking at everything we buy, or I guess now what we don't buy. Just really thinking, do we really need this? Is this something we need for just a short time? If so, you know, it's just really changed our whole dynamic. But
I think it's impacted me more. For us, in most couples, there's always a spender and a saver. He's the saver and I'm the spender. And as we're emptying out our house, because let's talk about that. We are selling everything.
Yeah, so last year we did 4 garage sales?
Yeah.
At least. Craigslist. Marketplace, you name it, eBay, yeah. You name it, we've been selling.
So as we're kind of purging everything, you know, it really gets aggravating to find things that still have tags on them, clothes that I've never worn. I mean, I've already taken my closet down to full, where the bars were actually breaking. I mean, because I've had so many clothes on them. To I'm about half, maybe even a third of what I used to have, and I just wear the same things over. Luckily, I work at a plastic surgeon's office and I wear scrubs, so I wear the same thing every day, so that helps with that. And
then I went through a lot of t-shirts and different sporty memorabilia, that kind of thing.
So things that we've spent money on in the past have been like tons of sporting memorabilia.
Coffee
collectibles.
Mugs.
Oh my gosh, coffee mugs. I think I'm down.
Thrown out. I think I'm down to maybe 60 now.
We're down to 60, maybe.
We've probably had 300 at some point.
Yeah. And we're not kidding. I mean, it was
boxes and boxes and boxes.
Yeah. So it's things like that. Things it is all of those small purchases that start to add up. And we've noticed that because in the past 2 years, we haven't had those small purchases. I'm not just aimlessly walking around Target, just seeing whatever I want and getting whatever I want and walking out, $300 later, $200 later. I mean, I have not had a shopping spree like that at Target in 2 years. And I think because of that alone, we've been able to save a ton of money. And I'm not getting clothes every season because I was getting a whole new wardrobe every season. Shoes every season, the latest handbag I like. So I like nice things. But part of what our whole, part of the transformation and deciding to do this is, what do I like more? I mean, do I want to just keep spending money and having to work and only working to have like a 2-week vacation every year? Or as we talked about, do we want to cut back and make some sacrifices to our comfort and our daily routine for the greater good of, we could potentially, and we are, sell everything and quit working and travel till the money runs out. And that's what we talk about. We say we're going to travel till the money runs out.
Travel smart.
And travel smart. And so that's kind of where we're at. So in the process, one of the first things when Ray quit his job, our first goal was to work on the house. We've been in this home for 18 years, and it's funny when you live in a home, you get used to the things that are falling apart and they don't bother you as much as maybe it would bother somebody else. But we have things that need to be done in the home that we know beyond a shadow of a doubt would not pass an inspection when it comes time to sell the house. So that's what he's doing.
Either inspection or just a buyer may not.
Yeah, just not want to do that.
They would say, you know what, I've got to fix this or this. Nothing major, but it's just things I got to do.
And everybody who's sold a house, you know what we're talking about. So right now we're trying to get the house ready to sell. Secondly, we've decided we don't care if the house is staged or not to sell it. We want to get rid of everything. So we have been purging. I mean, every weekend has been purging, selling on Marketplace. This weekend we did some big stuff, and we're really starting to see the gaps in the house, the empty rooms.
Now it feels like we're making progress.
Yeah, we are making progress.
Kind of getting excited. Mm-hmm. Nice seeing a room that you can walk into and walk around.
It's empty.
And like, hey, we can maybe stage some of our van, because we've been buying stuff for the van, our awning. We got our Dometic fridge freezer. Mm-hmm. They had a sale this week.
We just have big items that are coming in for the van that just need to be off to the side. So now we have a room that can be our staging area for our van things, instead of us walking over them and tripping over the awning every time I go sit down at the dining room table. So anyway, so that's part of our plan. So the first phase of the plan is get the house done. We need it done, out of the way. The second phase is, in the meantime, sell everything that's in the house, and that's kind of just ongoing. And then the third thing,
keep some of the basic stuff that we still need day to day.
We're keeping things that we need, but we're not afraid to be uncomfortable. We've gotten to that point that if somebody comes in our house, because this is what's been happening over the weekend, it's not something we're selling, but I'm like, well, we got to get rid of it, so yeah, go ahead and sell it. Yeah. And so we've even talked about, well, what if we sell our bedroom set in our own bedroom? Well, that's fine. We've got another mattress, we can sit on the floor. We're really okay with not being completely comfortable right now. And then the third thing is start working on the van. And we're hoping that 3 to 4 months of solid working on the van, it should be done.
Hopefully it won't take that long.
Hopefully it won't take that long, but you never know. Yeah. Like, you never know what you're going to run into. If things ship, slowly, bad weather. Yeah. In Missouri, we get up over 100 degrees a lot in the summer.
And 90 plus this weekend.
Yeah, so we need to, we got to take care of yourself too. Yeah. So once the van is done, it's go time. At that point, the house is done, the van is done, the for sale sign is going up in the yard, and then we wait for the right buyer. And at the time that this house closes, we'll be moving out. Like, we will be hitting the road. And so that's kind of
I guess that's
the
probably
progress.
The frequently asked questions is, I think probably the number one question we get all the time is,
Where are you going first?
where are we going first? Where are we going first?
Where are you going first?
And we kind of really don't know.
We don't know. I think we've been so consumed with what we have to get done that
playtime or traveling is not even on the radar.
Yeah. We kind of know, I mean, we want to hit everywhere. Part of this traveling experience is going to be, it's fine. Okay. It really is. Okay. Again, technology, we're figuring this out. Part of trying to get things, we're focused on getting things done right now. We are definitely going to travel all of North America. We will travel down to Mexico. We will definitely travel, I don't know about Central, we'll talk about that later, but definitely up to Alaska. And then there's going to be times that we may park the van and head over the pond and do some things in Europe. If we get really, really comfortable with this, we may ship the van to Europe or ship the van to Australia, things of that nature. We are open, and that's what we try to get across to everybody. Part of us doing this is we don't want to be on a schedule. We don't want to feel like you're having to reprogram your mind.
Not getting in a rush to do everything all at once.
Right, because we're not shoving it into a 2-week vacation. This can last as long or as short as we want it to.
Yeah, either money, health, whatever the case.
Yeah. And so we're free.
Or who knows, maybe we may get tired of it.
We may get tired. Who knows? But the point is we are wanting to try it. We have no reason not to. If you are not friends of ours and you just found this channel on YouTube, we never had kids and we got married very young. So
26 years later?
26 years later, we are done working, done being in the rat race. I actually love what I do. And I'm kind of hitting my stride, so I feel like I'm leaving my job a little early. I'm leaving my career a little early, but
I liked what I did too. It was just, again, but is this? Do you love it so much that you just want to keep doing it forever? Mm-hmm. Because you want to or have to, and I think it's maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, but so we'll see. I mean, we'll see. And like we tell everybody all the time, we don't have all the answers. We've researched about as much as we can. I don't think we're as naive to think that we have it all figured out and that we're not going to run into any issues, because I know we will. I think one of our biggest issues...
There's hiccups in everyday life, no matter...
Right. And that's another thing, because we've researched a lot of couples, and they talk about people that are in van life or RV life. They talk about, make sure you're not running away from anything, because you're really just taking your life with you. And so we're not running away from anything. We're running to adventure. And that's our biggest, we're not running away from anything.
And do it while we can, I mean.
Yeah, we're both in relatively good health. We're in very good health. I mean, we're getting older, but
we're not do what we used to.
Right, and we're not on any medications. We're very active. Except I have a cold.
We're both getting over it.
We're both getting over a cold, but excuse me. Other than that, we're healthy, so we want to go and do while we can. Yep. Alrighty. Anything else you want to touch on? I just feel like we just wanted to get out and just kind of tell you guys what's going on and bring you up to speed on what's going on in our brains. So if you have any questions that you want us to ask, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you'll be notified.
Yeah, I guess also too, for those that are on, so we bought, get it out.
I can't help it.
We bought I guess last year we bought a Ram ProMaster. It's a ProMaster 3500. It's the long wheelbase, which is 159 inches. We got the extended, which gives you another like 1.5 foot. It's a higher roof, so it's like 6'2", 6'3", and
we can stand up in it.
And we're both short, so
you're short. I'm tall.
There you go. And then we can sleep side, as they say, east to west or west to east, this way. So the ProMaster was one that was wide enough to do that. It just gives us more floor space for other stuff. So we'll be doing video vlogs on, I guess, the construction of the van.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be our first, our real good attempt at shooting content out onto YouTube is going to be the van build.
Yeah,
and
awning install, the
Everything.
motorized, everything, the
Everything.
swivels. So maybe the next video we do, we'll actually swivel around and do it from the other way.
There you go.
If we've gotten that done.
There you go.
So.
All right.
But I guess for the YouTubers, everyone, whether you have a smart TV or a computer, you always have these little links here or there. Like and subscribe, hit the little bell to get notifications. Comment down below, as Chris said, if you've got questions. Again, hopefully we'll be able to answer some. Some we may not be able to answer.
We'll try.
But product questions, just what led to this, I guess, whatever you want to put out there.
Yeah, maybe our next video we can talk about
Maybe.
the process that what led us to this.
Yeah. We can maybe talk about, like, because we've already done a preliminary budget, what we think it may cost.
Yeah, we can talk about
everyone's
that.
going to be different with that. I mean,
True.
everyone's insurance costs or whatever can be different, but
I think
there's
a lot
some basics.
Of you, yeah, and I think a lot of you are always curious because one of the things that we hear about all the time is I've been asked personally. I've been asked, "Are you independently wealthy?" And I'm like,
And then really, if you were a millionaire, why would you want to live in 84 square feet?
right?
Or,
Yeah. If I was independently wealthy, this would just be a weekend getaway type thing.
have a house in
But-
Bora Bora if we were loaded.
Choosing this lifestyle is pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And we'll show you, not always, because you're going to run into things. So again, we're not naive. There's going to be things, like things that break in your house. Things are going to break in our van. We have an engine to maintain. So we have maintenance and things like that. But
Just like a house.
anything else. So, but we'll talk about what we think our budget's going to be. And we're basing it off of a lot of other van lifers and RV lifers that have gone before us that have been super transparent. And we are going to do the same thing. So we'll kind of put that out there for you. We'll talk about how we got here. And I think that'll kind of be it. If you're interested in seeing things like the purge process, we haven't really done a lot of that. I don't want to do a lot of that because it's stressful and it's not pretty. But if you want to see it, we can do some more of that. Just kind of show you our process. And I don't know that there is a process. It's just happening.
Everyone's is different.
And everybody's is different. And we'll go from there. So just leave us some questions. Let us know what's on your mind and let us know what we can do to maybe help you think differently. I don't know.
That's it for the Corndog Caravans.
That's it. We are Corndog Caravan. You can find us on Instagram as well, Corndog Caravan.
Facebook.
I'm not really maintaining
no.
Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably should.
And maybe next
It
time
is
we'll
on
have,
Facebook. I don't maintain it as well as I maintain Instagram.
maybe next time we'll have the babies on too.
Oh yeah, we have twins. Four-legged twins. So we'll introduce you to Brutus and Sophie next time. All
See ya.
right, thanks.